A pretty big hurricane's about to hit Florida this week, and since it's a selection year, let me tell you what some demon leftists are going to say if it actually does the damage they think it will. Serpents, leftists, merchants of darkness, never let a good crisis go to waste, and a hurricane is such a perfect boogeyman for the remainder of the country to be afraid of should it have the actual effects that they suggest, because the destruction is very visual. So the hurricane's supposed to make landfall in Florida sometime around Thursday and then move its way through the rest of the country. You got a VP debate coming up next week, so if it does any real damage, they'll certainly be mentioning it there, and Tim Walz will somersault upside down out of a Chipotle bag and start squealing and flailing his arms about it. The state of Florida has over 1,300 miles of coastline, and the particular region where this hurricane is supposedly going to hit is one of the less reinforced regions of the state. Coastlines that experience the most destruction typically have that destruction because that coastline was built many years ago. So the buildings are outdated, the structures are outdated, they're not as high as some of the more modern structures on the eastern, southeastern coast of Florida, for example. Newer structures and newer cities are built with a higher resistance rating. They have stronger concrete supported with rebar, stronger windows, stronger doors, they're built higher up in the air, etc. So you get an older city with an older coastline, older buildings, a lot of mobile homes, for example, and the destruction seems pretty mega when you see it on video. So if anything happens, they'll say, look, the climate is destroying the homes of lower middle class working families. But in typical demon fashion, we need to change the weather to make the world more gooder people will ignore is that 2024 has been an unusually mild season in the terms of tropical storms and hurricanes. Before the year started, analysts estimated that there would be up to 25 named storms in the southeastern United States this year, and there actually ended up only being 5, with only 3 hurricanes, which is a ridiculously quiet season. Because naturally, for your serpent demon leftist friends, facts, reason, logic, statistics, historical data, none of that stuff matters. You see a 4-foot wave or something, take out the mobile home of a crusty they-them and a camo crusty Tampin hat, and it's like, the climate! So if anything substantial happens, be prepared for the serpents to crawl out of the dumpster and start screaming about it. You'll see the likes of Bill Nye the Science Dweeb, aka Earthworm Jim, just show up. He'll pull Big Mike's Pen 15 out of his balloon knot, and he'll be like, you see? But as all Floridians know, Big Ron to Santa Claus is on the case, and as all Floridians know, he is uniquely sophisticated at creating a very strong, very quick, rapid response to solving these problems should they arise. So we are in good hands. But I swear, if I see Tampin Tim or Krusty say something about this and blame it on the planet, or blame it on not using electric vehicles, I'm gonna snap.